We on Salon members say get a chance for the voice like all time. But I go message we through the number 0779639630 0779639630. 9 minutes after 6, the time now, and we'll continue the program. Inside the studio now, we get with Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah. We now part the presidential aspirants them for the Sierra Leone Bar Association. The election where they happen inside May. Augustine, good evening. Welcome to the program.
Good evening, Tona. Good evening to the people of Sierra Leone.
They smile like you don't get the power already.
Optimistic.
And not the only male,
I like the confidence.
not the only male contestant inside this particular election.
And also people don't go think gender. Remember, say we don't get beaucoup female presidents in the last couple of years. And so people don't go think, say now, if finally man themselves gets a little taste of the cake. Yes,
okay.
Absolutely.
Okay.
We'll come back to you. Let me continue with the first story first now. The Limpopo University of Creative Technology don't announce the upcoming second graduation ceremony we get for happening on Tuesday, April 23, 2024. Now the Freetown International Conference Center have been to Mani. Then talk this inside one press conference where they hold then campus Hill Station inside Freetown. Reporter Samuel Ali Kamara get more.
Tracer studies is a key element when it comes to Limpopo because we need to know employability of our students. We need to know where they are, what are they doing, are they actually working in industries that they studied for, because it also will communicate to the development of our programs and enhancement of our programs as well. Out of all the graduated students from last year, they had 37.1 who have gone into entrepreneurship. Entrepreneurship is a key element at Limpopo, so we encourage them to say start up your own companies and hire your fellow graduates as well. So we hope for this year alone we can have a bigger and a higher number in terms of our students starting up their own companies.
That's not Charity Mackenzie, when are the recruitment manager for the Limpopo campus. Na Eswatini, been a talk about how people can start up their own business after graduation. The second graduation ceremony now an important program for students them where they make this academic trip na the Limpopo University. As well university, where they know all about na the world, especially inside 3 continents them, and 6 campuses in Africa, get one different approach to education, creativity, innovation, and entrepreneurship. According to A.R. James, when are the registrar for the university campus na Salon, say the university can most them ensure say they help students them working graduates get work or make business for themselves with 44% out of 62.9% unemployment rate we been left after the graduation last year.
This is our second graduation, but what we do normally, we do what we call tracer study, because what we do normally is to ensure when our student graduates, they find a place to be. Either they get employed or they create business for themselves. So we have evidences in which in our first graduation, when we recruited the students, we have 62.9 unemployment rate. Okay, upon graduation, we reduced the employment rate by 44.7%. It means approximately 50% of the unemployed students who join us get employed.
548 bachelor degree and 107 diploma will make up the total to 655 students them from 5 faculty them under 16 program them set for graduates tomorrow, as this could be the university in second graduation ceremony from where they settle na the country. According to A.R. James, the university can most them work together with company them as well as students then can make their own contribution.
In this second cohort which we are graduating, also we are graduating 655 students. Okay, and we have done a tracer study. Also, we've also find out before they came it was 61.2 unemployment rate. Okay, now we have also reduced that to 44.4%. Okay, so it means we now reduce it to 14%. Okay, so also with Limpopo, what we do normally, we work with industry partners. We just don't teach, but we collaborate with industries outside academia.
For Rise Radio, Samuel Ali Kamara, the report.
You still listen to the program We're in Salon, where it comes from Rise Radio 96.3 FM, and it appears we get a couple of graduations for celebrates about here on Rise Radio, and so one for which we company looking for graduates. Some they graduate well, one they graduate tomorrow at least, and the others will graduate the following days. So one for say congratulations in advance to Rosalind Kamara, who they graduate tomorrow from the University of Creative Technology, and congratulations in advance to Moses Kroma, and for graduate from the Institute of Public Administration and Management, IPAM, University of Sierra Leone. Congratulations in advance to Matilda Jones, single graduate from Frabe College, University of Sierra Leone, and as well as Alhaji Musaba, single graduates from Frabe College, University of Sierra Leone. So one for say congratulations to una all on behalf of Rice Radio 96.3 FM.
The program is still listened to. Now we're on Salon and they come to you from Rice Radio 96.3 FM, and members yourself can be part of the program. Send a message to number 077-963-963. 15 minutes after 6 now the time from the studio clock, and still get Sorie-Sengbe Marrah inside the studio with we as he deal with we for Can't Talk. But the reason we make it decide for going for this race, and not the only man for this race here. So welcome once more.
Thank you.
So now we start with Udat Sorie-Sengbe Marrah.
It's quite interesting for you ask somebody for abbreviating almost 40 years existence into a few minutes, but I go try. Okay. Them born me in Freetown, my parents, that they come from Kabbalah. So I actually come up from a chiefdom where they name after me. I was named after Sorie-Sengbe Marrah. So that's how I got my Sorie-Sengbe.
Wow.
Yes, so I was born in Freetown. Freetown I born, Freetown I go school. I attend the St. Michael's Primary School. I complete there, I go Methodist Boys High School, and I left Methodist Boys High School in 2003. We end up as head boy of Methodist Boys High School. I go for Abbey College. But that's always because my parents have been teachers. They had very little means, so I get difficulties for pay fees in year 2. So I get for drop out of college for a whole year. So after that year, I went back to college and then graduate, law school, finish law school in 2009, and by the grace of God, I became first in law school 2009. 2010, I go to South Africa, go do my master's in human rights and democratization in Africa. So I can always tell people and say, not so democracy, no more like. I'm a certified democracy practitioner. So I'm one part is certified democracy practitioners in Africa. So not just Sierra Leone, we follow democracy across Africa. And, they put more pan. I know a few months ago I write about how Nigeria for show we example in democracy, not just for assembling troops and for going to countries them. So not just Sierra Leone. I come back from South Africa in 2011. I begin practice law. And from that time to date, I don't practice law continuously. Okay. I never don't get any other work in this country, apart from practicing law. So I don't do in active legal practice continuously since 2011. I start with the other Williams and Associates, or do my privilege partly with start with Anthony Brewer. I start with Brewer, and then later on I begin for go to Mr. Pierre Williams and complete my pupillage, and then I begin practice law.
Okay, there we can look at Augustine, now the law farm, or as a lawyer, before we come to this politics thing where you don't go in. So let we look at you and your career as a lawyer and some of the things them way you don't do all these years. As you say, since you come, you don't actively be practicing law and you don't ever move from within you could study. So let we look at you and what you don't do, what you don't deliver, and how you don't do.
Absolutely. I think me and one of few people that go beat me just say I don't do cases them, not just for the Bar Association, but for the General Legal Council. So the General Legal Council, they admit and enroll people in for practice law in a salon. So Bar Association are just the pressure group. General Legal Counsel and they use certificates for practice. So Mina been secretary of that council for 3 years, and Mina also been secretary for the disciplinary committee for lawyers. So that committee where they go lay lawyer and complain if you do wrong, if them not do your work, or if you get generally complaints. I serve as secretary to that council for 3 years. Under my tenure, we've been able to commence with what we call the General Legal Counsel Law Journal. So Law Journal, kind of like a publication where lawyers and they write on several disciplines of the law. Because the law really is multidisciplinary, it touches and concerns several aspects. We basically being able to put all in thoughts in the into a publication, and they will call a General Legal Counsel Law Journal publication. So under my tenure as secretary, we start them, and we get 2 publications for 2 continuous years. The chairman of that publication has been the late Justice Bankole Thompson. But not just that. There are a number of other cases where we take, let's say I've been there with Mr. Yara Williams, we take them on behalf of General Legal Counsel against people that they say they qualify for practice law, where they not so qualify. We take them cases and they're free of charge. But not just that. I'll tell you that, for example, in 2019, where Bar Association but anti-government government court, apparently where president set up then commissions of inquiry, Bar Association may take a position, say president get rights for set up then commissions of inquiry, but what you know me get rights for do now for set up the rules for the commission. So the lobby intends a president can set up the commissions of inquiry, but the rules and different people and they make them. FIBA like football, the referee not forbid the lines, not 2 separate rules. Unfortunately, then commissions of inquiry they mean set them up, and but the rules themselves, the possible the law say for maker not to make them. So Bar Association they look for lawyer for take government a court, and they approach me. I say why not? So that's how I took the matter. Obviously with a number of other colleagues helping in the process. So so a number of things. I'll tell you also that in 2015, for example, where the former president been removing vice from office, one part the lawyers we been lead the protest day for Bar Association being registered with disapproval against the president. Unfortunately, the executive of the association by then not been put any resolution to vote by members so that the bar can take a clear position on whether that action made by the president was constitutional or not. So for the past maybe 13, 14 years now, practicing uninterrupted, I don't render a lot of service and expertise to the Bar Association free of charge. And I remember in 2017, the president of the bar been sent me for go represent in Liberia for deliver a statement. And by the way, I don't ever don't serve na the executive for my lawyer. One day I don't play any part. I never don't occupy any position.
Okay.
But in 2017, the Bar Association president been buy tickets for me for go represent them at Liberia, the National Bar Association conference. And I delivered the statement. I shared a podium with the Chief Justice of Liberia, and I delivered the protest as if me not being the president of the bar.
Okay.
So for many years now, I have worked with the Bar Association. I don't work for the Bar Association free of charge, and I don't work also for the General Legal Counsel. So in terms of the legal practice, I have been pretty much involved in all the courts, from magistrate courts, high courts, up straight up to Supreme Court.
Okay, in name na Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah, and the contest for the president for the Sierra Leone Bar Association, and the program na we on Salon, and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. And members say safe can be part of the program. Send a message to number 077 963 963 077 963 963. And nobody can send a message to, and we will read them for you. Or if you want safe for sending a message now, Facebook page, that if you watch your live, Now it's Radiosl 96.3 FM. So now, sorry, tell Fambul where they listen. What to make you decide for going for this particular position with the president, as you know, one day serve in the executive?
Absolutely. I think one of the things that will inspire me now because of the work I don't do for democracy in this country, my activism for the past at least 10 years. And many people they don't come forward and say, oh, we like what you do. We think it's amazing. Why not run for the Bar Association presidency? I mean, 2 years ago, I don't run, but I mean, get personal challenges. So I mean, get for put off the idea for run. So this year, when, by the way, 2 years ago, the association being gets annual general meeting at Bo, the executive by then, the executive waiting and do the extending term from 1 year to 2 years. I mean, as soon as they come back, one my colleague, Julian Cole, been take the entire executive in a court, and he can't hire me as a lawyer. I'm obviously free of charge. So that case is still in a court. Because we say no, then we get rights for extending time. We always can talk about politicians and say we need to encourage them with more time. So imagine where your executive go, then go unlawfully pass a resolution, the extending tenure from 1 year to 2 years. So now that this is second year they come to a close, I mean, things say I don't do a lot of work for democracy. I don't contribute my own fair share for advance with democracy. So I thought that the impact way I don't get good, but it can be greater. And I think that the Bar Association has such a platform for bring me commitment and devotion to democracy and rule of law. And I think once that is done, then they can able position the Bar Association for even play a greater role in the governance system, but also for the Bar Association also regain and reclaim we nobility and we independence again. So all of those put together, because I feel like I have done this work pushing the boundaries of our governance positively, and so I feel that it's about time that I took some steps towards the presidency of the bar, where able bring me democracy credentials, but also very importantly push the Bar Association for be the pressure group where we be intend them for be. Because believe you me, we can all agree that the Bar Association has not been effective for a very long time. So now from that slumber day, now I think one can jolt the association out of.
So we can find out how you intend for make it more vibrant and all. But let's look at how qualified are you really for going for these seats? Because you're working around democracy and doing a lot around, the profession itself, law. Possibly not go just be the qualification or the criteria then where you need for be qualified for, going for that presidency. Let's look at the criteria then we set for somebody for qualify for be a presidential aspirant.
So
have you met those criteria?
Of course, absolutely. And see if I don't practice law for at least 10 years.
Okay. Which you don't do?
Me na senior to the two other candidates. The two other candidates are 14, me na 15 years at the bar, so now me na the senior.
So that kind of criteria for instance, are they also qualified? For example?
They are. Both of them, they are.
Good.
They are 14 at the bar, me na 15 at the bar. So if not by seniority, then for left and for me, because me na the senior.
Okay.
Although they are older than me, I have to admit, so they are my older sisters, and I have enormous respect for them. They are fantastic two ladies. All of we, now waiting in colloquy, we say manager, we're all are managing partners. I'm a managing partner in my law firm. The other two candidates are also managing partners as well. Okay. So in a way, we all don't manage law firms. So we all get the experience from not manage people, but also for manage resources as well. Right? I think those are pretty much the criteria. Once you satisfy them, you can be eligible for one. But I think more importantly, not just the paper criteria, now the fact that you forget the backing and the confidence of other people. And especially me, we know they come up from any political bloc, right? Where beaucoup people and push me and say, you know what, we have followed you for the last 10 years. We think say, now you know the right person we
you
need.
imply now so the other two people then they come up from political camps then?
Yeah, because they don't admit them in public. Not to me find out. They don't admit them in public. And by the way, I'm not saying that
anyway for like dent the election in any kind of way.
No, you don't get for dent the election. You go dent the credibility of our association. And I always don't share the examples. I say imagine if LUNSAR Nadumbo, the general secretary of APC, become the president of the bar. Imagine no more. You self no go like him. Even the sound of his APC then secretary general and a president of the bar.
But that not disqualify anyone from contesting.
Yeah, not disqualify.
Which is why I asked earlier about the qualifications. I mean, like the criteria then for qualify somebody for go for the position. For example.
Said, but then get one saying where they say not to all team we know, not to all team we lawful, helpful, right? So lawful LUNSAR Nadumbe run for president of the bar, but helpful for the bar? No, right? Similarly, Napoleon, Secretary General of SLPP. It's lawful for him for run for the president and right. I agree with you. But if you become the president of the bar, you self as journalist go begin say, then lawyer there without say more politician. Secretary General of SLPP, right? So don't get me wrong. I know they say lawyers they're not for be politicians. But the bar na pressure group. So the bar get forget within and call that independence and neutrality character. Once you not get a we go fight now for always with the struggle with credibility. If we get somebody where the public they suspect, and mind you, suspicion in bad self pass we do where then they suspect you, right? So if you bring politician like it be lost for we, then they suspect them. Say something of money so I don't take fry we. So suspicion is bad pass the act. So similarly, if you get somebody from the opposition, I like you do good, I like you talk well, and go feel say, now opposition agenda, now they push so, who know. So now that make the bar not forget the suspicion cloud around them. The bar is our the bar hold me up to scrutiny. If me come be politician they no, then the bar don't rise. That space they will not for left fangy politicians. Let them do their role. Let independent minds occupy that civic space and all government and opposition to account.
Continue for the way to inside the program 6:33 now the time from the studio clock and the program now we on Salon and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM and remember say can be part of the program. Send a message to number 077-963-963. The program they continue.
And remember, say listen to we on Salon. They come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. My name is Musa Baisise, and I team up with me company Masa Nyanga.
From that story there, we come back to you, Augustine. Low can look at your chances in the midst of two women.
I think before we talk about chances, let's talk about my vision. Because I don't share my vision to lawyers. Them. I unveil what we call the 5-vision plan. Basically, the first vision plan, now for let we reposition the bar as the people defender of the rule of law and democracy. As a matter of fact, lawyers have informed the Bar Association because part of the intention of the Bar Association serve for defend the constitution of the bar, we call the M&A. Then say they want for defend the Universal Charter of United Nations and get all the rights away most a man forgets. So lawyers then come together say they want form an association where go defend the rights of people. But also they want for defend the African Charter on human and people's rights. We're not African, we own human rights document. And last but not least, the Constitution of Sierra Leone. So then 3 documents are put together. Now in the Bar Association been set themselves out, say, then go always uphold and defend. But you and I know that for many years now, the bar has been very dormant or unavailable for many critical matters.
Waiting at the reason.
My own view, and I'll share you a reason for tell you saying politics and affects the bar association.
And also, if all this while, maybe what you done to do all this while, where you notice the bar on dormant.
Oh no, I mean me public records here. I don't think anybody don't fight past me for the past 10 years, fighting government, standing up. One man can't fight it all. It's a way the former president removing vice. I mean lead the bar association protest with all them placards where they see. Right? And all which who don't experience. For example, I'll share an example like when they suspend the auditor general. Boku people then talk. Media practitioners, them, other parties then talk. The bar association not say one word. The auditor general, mind you, then give power as if na judge of as if in a judge of Supreme Court. The power the way he gets and the protection of the Constitution get, then treat her as if in a judge of the Supreme Court. So if then suspend them, suddenly they not follow procedure, then judge themselves will sit down and Supreme Court say should be worried. So because this same person will then get this very same protection, they remove them or then suspend them. Equally so, judge of the Supreme Court themselves go be concerned, say the same thing will go before them. So my first vision, now follow make the bar association play a role for defend the rule of law and defend democracy. And Jesus me mentioned say, now because the bar association not don't play that formidable role as an association. I know that some of few examples there I can even mention, like Basita Michael. Over time we all played a role. But individuals are not able for do or cause that impact where an association of almost 2,000 people cable cause. Right? So my first vision, now for let I say we depoliticize the bar. Meaning we pull politics few by we leadership and then we operations.
Is that achievable? That's something you're able to do if you get the power really?
Absolutely. Because I tell you, not too long ago, politics not been there at the bar. So, for example, I remember the elections where we conducted in 2014. I remember I say two people in run when people from no saying lawyers that we belong to a certain political party. But because politics not been there at the bar, nobody not even think more than they say now people who come up from the same political party they run against themselves. You would assume say the third candidates now for don't win because if now two people come up from the same political party, you go assume say then go divide them votes. And then the third one go win. Right? But you know happen no. The one party two will come up from the same political party, now win. Because that 10 day politics not been don't affect the bar. And that 10 day lawyers them they vote for persons and issues. Unfortunately, from the sacking of the vice president, 9 politics captured the bar. From that 10 day now to now, we just go down. So the only way for the last 10 years, we don't struggle. The only way Basita Michael take the leadership of the association, now we get vibrancy. So the model where they give people and we politically aligned for lead we, not don't work for we. As a matter of fact, all waiting to happen in the last 2-3 years, you hear the bar association front. Election done, people ask for data, left, right, and center, one word, one ink on the paper, not coming from bar association. So all of them they put together, they tell you say the bar association need foremost for depoliticize. Now that make me vision for insulate the bar from politics. And I know they say lawyers are not for become politicians, are not for play their role. No, that's not what I'm saying. And they say the one day we get political alliance and affiliation, not for lead the bar.
Okay.
Therefore, ensure say the people other colleagues we know we self, right? We not politically aligned. We get a vision. We independent in mind, in character. We not get divided loyalty. Now then for lead the bar. So now they no more cable lead that crusade for depoliticize. And if they lead them, it's possible. Because beaucoup people who I don't talk to over the course of the last 2 weeks, while they campaign, go tell you say,
that kind.
not to cut you off, sir, go tell you say, Marrah, we not politician, but this bar, we want to for let be a pressure group. We want whole office now this bar and for call we out. If we give it compi politicians, then they're not go able for all we to account. Then go always and politicians and force duty and for serve them party all over the world.
So I really think about how.
So that's not the first. We will talk about the other four visions.
How you want to achieve this? Is it just by way of proclamation? Like if you become a president now, say okay, now henceforth nobody will they in a certain political party kind of level, not for be president, or not for aspire for president, or not for old presidency for bar association, or you go for make sure it is written that as part of our criteria, them for be that kind of place they say this kind of person for qualify for be part of this. How you want for do them really for get them done?
So I can always tell people and say the legislate culture. So go to parliament and say like, I want let everybody every morning grab and greet. It's not possible. I like you pass a law, effective. So you can't legislate change. So change they happen by example, by deliberate leadership. So if they see the leader, for example, will lead the bar, always they stand up for the rule of law and democracy, then they slowly seep into the consciousness of the association. And slowly then they begin to understand, say, the bar at this same role. But once you get a leader where quick you don't compromise, where quick you know the AM, then the association self in character go be affected. So what you will go do, one, and I agree with you, I go put them before the leadership, Lord, take a position. Say the people where they lead we, they should be non-partisan. Right? It's not the only way because national politics don't get to a level where it's really dangerous. If we allow an the bar association, we not go to vote for people who are competent. We go now to vote for people who belong to party red or party green. And then it's dangerous. Because if that is succeed at the bar association, you go enter the medical and dental association. You go to the Institute of Engineers. You go affect ICASL, the accountant association. It might end up in a sludge. Right? So the bar association go for putting foot down. Say no, we in a pressure group. We would not allow a partisan leadership. Right? So again, just for answer your question, say we would, if need be, I go put them before the associations so we can document them and make them part of the constitution. That's one. But also for change that culture, for depoliticize. Now for ensure, say, once the association begin playing role, then politics in grip, especially where the leadership know the answer to any political party. Only the answer to them purpose and the people of Sierra Leone. Once that they happen, politics in grip, they begin losing small. And over time, that new culture of standing up for truth and democracy go evolve for replace that ineffective culture we don't persist for so long.
And again, I want to come back to this same question, your chances. Now, you don't make mention of politics, and we all see salon, Nasaiwe, even student politics, the main politics can come inside, the national politics can come inside, and now they try for kick against the national politics inside the bar association. Let we look at your chances. We plenty people we reach to whether student politics, so na small one or na the big one, that national politics must enter inside because people just feel say the national politics for just the small corner them for them they able for the control, let them able for the walk their own way in and do what they want for your chances.
Yeah, but I think I don't mention say in fact the people who inspire me for one, especially young lawyers, we don't tire. We don't want for we kind of profession where then they divide we along party lines, divide we along partisan interests. So they don't say we need forget a bar association where we all united with a common purpose, where we all united for serve and pursue that we aspirations that we'll get collectively. Right? So whereas I know that lawyers and rights for belong, but believe you me, I've spoken to a lot of people within a political parties them, we say this bar, we first commitments have to make ensure say independent. He said would ensure. He said if he need be, some of who will pull with political party, cap them, put them down and vote for independence of the bar. Because even though maybe we're in government or we're out of government for now, we know say now only an independent bar na go help for foster development of this country. And believe you me, I agree with you that national politics don't infiltrate every nook and cranny of a society. But if the Bar Association team up and take a clear position, say we would not be fractured by political party consideration, believe you me, that posture there would send an echo to various other institutions and bodies them for say no, it is possible that we vote people and based on competence and merit and not based on whether they are red or green. And we, by virtue of we roll over the place in our society, now we for set our example. Once we set them, believe you me, it go trickle down to many places. And you would be surprised at the impact and the change we go spark across the across sectors and across the country. It's like a domino effect. When you click one, it goes right through. And we have to take that step.
Continue for the way to inside the program. The program now we on Salon and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. In name na Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah and na the presidential aspirant for the Sierra Leone Bar Association and the only man with the contest inside the Riseradiosl. The program now we on Salon and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM and they continue.
Hey, members, say if you just join me, they listen to the program we on Salon from Rise Radio 96.3 FM, and this program can meet you every Monday to Friday from 6 to 7:30. Even time we get to the studios, lawyer Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah, we now part the presidential aspirants them for the Sierra Leone Bar Association, the election where they come. So, Augustine, let's look at the other issues them, because you talk about your vision for the first thing we want for attack, you actually want for lay premium on the fact that you want for reposition the Bar Association for make it be waiting one and time for be. What about issues around accountability, the welfare of members? Let's talk about that. What are your plans?
So absolutely, my second vision get for do with welfare of the members of the association. Like I say, I make I don't place premium on the independence of the bar. Not only will reclaim. So my vision word now reclaiming the independence of the bar. So not only will we reclaim the bar, now we're able to organize ourselves for we cater for the welfare of members. So in terms of welfare, we want to enhance the welfare of the members because part of the objective of the bar is for take care of ourselves as members. So one of the things that we want to introduce
and how you assess the welfare of the member then right now?
Pathetic, unfortunately, pathetic. To such an extent that few weeks ago, one minister been ordered to arrest a lawyer. Not only order lady arrest a lawyer, but then schedule the lawyer in a police station and lock him up and not take statement from him. So all of them things and the young lawyers and the face them now, police brutality. Few years ago, me get one lawyer where policemen slap, manandulam, etc., and the list, boku. So in terms of welfare, what we want to do now for ensure say once we reclaim our independence, once we make sure say we get politics out, we can able for agree on many things.
So all things they also they talk about done the happen and then get an executive, then get a president, and not the raise point on all the issues there.
Absolutely, including very recently, last month or so, where the IG go parliament, he calls on lawyers say infants, small infant lawyers. The Bar Association not say one word, right? IG go na parliament, he refer to younger colleagues in that manner. The association not say one word for them. So what do we intend for doing in terms of welfare? Number of things. One, I intend for introduce what I call duty council system. So what in duty council system they do? Now that most of the time somebody go make reports at police station, police they take you statement and a write report, and they send that report say to lawyers and law officers for advice. Normally, that report that advice can take 1 month, 2 months, 3 months, long time. So by the time law officers they come back to the police them, already even your enthusiasm and your interest in the matters until you don't die because of the term. So me one for introduce as part of me plan for enhance the welfare of colleagues, for make sure so we get duty counsel them, then a lawyers away day now every police station across the country. So waiting and they go mean now that people away they can make reports or people who are affected where they make reports against go always get an opportunity for consult with the lawyer and also for let the lawyer advise on their rights and also on their obligations as well. But not just that, the lawyers them stations also advise police them right there and then. So instead of 1-2 months waiting for an advice, then they get the advice in-house. So then they go make sure say reports them, no they linger for so long in a police station, but then can address them easily and speedily. But not just that, it means also job opportunities for young lawyers. So imagine if we get 200 police stations across the country, now 400 slots. If you put 2 per police station and 400 slots. So this idea that they get boku lawyers now, then they, the numbers in boku, no. Once you think out of the box, you can turn the numbers here into solution for address with justice need. That's one, under welfare. 2, now for we also introduce what we call contributory medical scheme, especially for a young lawyer. We come on, days sometimes is sick, bad one. We want to make sure so we're able to get a fund where we can go deep and take care of we own them. We then sick, not to you malaria or typhoid the way everyday people are sick with. But now then life-threatening illness, we can go into that fund in our deeper and we take care of we own.
So
and then not just that, for young lawyers, we understand, say, we talk a lot about empowerment. So we would also create a platform whereby we expand career opportunities. Nowadays, we get contemporary disciplines. One are climate change, right? Not just climate change. How do we ensure that the carbon footprint, the carbon credits, how do we ensure say we get benefits? Because countries that we know they mess up the atmosphere a lot, then enjoy them carbon credits. So then carbon credits programs and all these now emerging disciplines. So when we self not able for do the calculation well. So if you empower lawyers then be able for come off from that traditional courtroom and get career opportunities in climate change, in the environment, in artificial intelligence, and many other disciplines.
So quick one, with all waiting you don't talk, so what you intend or plan for do if you win, I want to ask you, how you go able for do all this within a year or 2 where you go forget the power. If you win as president, how you go able for do all the things that we don't talk about? So
I think the most important thing are for rollouts. Some of the things here. Once you get really good plans for them, they are documented. It's accepted by the association. You can execute all of them in full, but once you begin them and the association don't buy them, don't own them, even if you know them, and that's part of sustainability. Because as leader, you get for make sure say your programs are able to outlive you. If you go with your programs and they not lead so much. If you create programs in such a manner that people are able to carry them on even when you're not there. And that's what I intend to do. Once we're able to roll out some of them things here, even if I'm not there as president, other president can come and say, this is an initiative. For example, the contributory medical scheme will set up trustees them when a dengo they manage the fund and a dengue for prescribed eligibility. Who are eligible, how, and waiting at the ceiling in terms of contribution to members that were sick, right? But not just that, we want for also let the Bar Association begin provide legal aid. So 2 form of the legal aid. We go accredit the association and legal aid board so that we become an accredited legal aid provider. So not just for people that will not get money for meet lawyers, but also job opportunities for young lawyers. Okay. So with then legal aid provision, we will give young lawyers them for they run them with senior lawyers and then go be mandated for let them provide a minimum number of hours for legal aid as part of the requirements for let them renew their license.
Okay, continue
Yes.
for the inside the program. The program now we on Salon and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Now we on Salon and they come to you from Rise Radio 96.3 FM. Now we look at some of the messages and we don't come inside the program. This one from my Facebook page. They say when a man is diligent in what he does, he sets a target and achieve it. He is the man who will reclaim the bar from unpleasant politics. And same way, so this person they say in vision for young lawyers them and a game changer. This it come out from Mahmoud Bar. This other one from Peter Liu. They say we will be part of history in reclaiming the bar. This other one, they say only those who didn't believe in reclaiming the bar from the politicians will consider not voting for Mr. Marrah. He has challenged numerous constitutional issues, tough for the rule of law, and fought for the rule of law and shown respect at all levels. This other one, they say Sorie-Sengbe Marrah for president of the Bar Association. That's some of the message we did na the Facebook page. And the other one, them way when I send na the phone, this one they say, go Marrah, we wish you well. We hope say you be the president this time around. It come out from Mohammed. This other one here they say plenty thank you to Rise Radio for we on the opportunity to them people here and self make we they know it in they do in society. We wish Sorie well and hope that he go win this particular election. This other one they say the Bar Association, the case themselves way they na court na problem for the lawyers them. We hope say this time around the Bar Association will get a fixed focus because all these PNTM politics don't enter there and it don't unbog. The last one for now, they say, we hope say with all the talk them way you they talk, that you go change the perception of the association and self things them will begin work na the association. That's some of the message I'm going to take for now and I come to you.
I think say the one way pique me interest, that the one way the person concerned about usually people in the camp give a lot of promises while they want office and then once they take the office and do otherwise. And I think say for me, one of my campaign strength, especially to younger lawyers them, where some of them don't not just read about me work, don't follow me for the last 10 years. Some of the way they walk up to me and say, you don't inspire me for many years. Your articles on the law, your cases the way you don't litigate. Some of them, they say, study about some of your cases in a court, your judgments in a school, and during we cause. So all of that, they tell you, say, and not just they make promises now because I want office. Me not possibly don't pay me on price in terms of working for the association and standing for democracy for the last 10 years. So I don't think say any platform can change me. Because as a matter of fact, I don't provide me services free of charge to the association and to Council of Legal Education for over 10 years. Right? What are they seek for do? Now for like give the association, let the association be independent so that lawyers them can once again regain their respect and place. Mind you, more importantly, where the TRC get all the reports and then together, TRC been very clear. He said the judiciary and the legal profession are one part of the people who cause that dombolo way for this country. Because people have not been enjoy their rights. They're not been do it in the one way, they're not been get justice from the courtroom. So all of these put together, they tell you, say, the Bar Association, therefore play that role so that the people of Sierra Leone can look up to them. can look up to them. And I promise people and say, judge me by my past records, judge me by where I'm not being gets power, what say I be they do, and not say I not get any benefits. Nobody know me, they see me, and not me get any platform. If you give me this platform, I can only do more because naturally in a so a day, me na pursue one for team up for democracy, me na pursue the work for expand the rule of law, na me nature, and some people in the say na me calling, and able to do anything otherwise. And if you don't follow me all these years, like you always tell people, even a political platform, some of you don't get long time ago. But this is what I'm called to do, to ensure that we stand up for democracy and defend it.
Any challenges along the line as you go through this process?
Oh, yes. I tell you, one of the challenges that we get a number of concerns regarding this election with the right executive, but they know the answer. We don't have to talk to them, they know the answer. One, not at the place. So we know they say enough for rotate the AGM, na good practice. But the actual executive say, whose plan they don't put in place for we want go hold the AGM na Kenima? Whose plan they don't put in place for young lawyers? They have not said anything. Without right for nearly a month now, they have not responded. So we don't know whether they don't book hotels for young lawyers. We don't know whether they don't hire bosses for young lawyers.
For this election,
for this AGM,
so
this
for
meeting.
Presently,
no communication. We don't know nothing. We just know saying Kenema. We don't even know side in the Ulam. They are not saying anything.
And are you paying for AGM?
Sorry? We are paying. We're paying. So every lawyer, they pay for the AGM. Okay. And people, they don't begin pay. To some extent that some people, in the city, they pay, then go pay in a bank, where they can go and deposit slip, then they get a receipt.
But how it can be before now?
So normally, and that's a good question, normally the AGM will hold, now they determine the next AGM who side with the hold, so now the members and they decide. Okay. They go say, oh, we don't come bo, so the next AGM, law go for local, law go McKinney, right? Unfortunately, we they say the last election AGM now been bo. So people and they say, dear, this one because now fear long go up. Now we don't get beaucoup young lawyers and we don't go afford and at 2 days, not we do. So you get for sleep. Right? Who say accommodation they were enough for house 2,000 people. If the bar association no say they, let them tell we so we would be comforted. Say, accommodation they don't book for we all. So you can just come pay, say me a member of the bar association. They don't book here, you pay one day. But nobody has said anything to us. So unfortunately, they may force we down for we file papers against the executive for let court go give determination on the issue of the venue and the issue of other lawyers that we not get for be present with the overseas. We want for send one document we call proxy for vote for them. Because they don't even tell you whether they want we not get for be present, go be qualified for send a proxy form for let them vote for them.
When I not get a commission, we go see this an electoral commission when then they do all them process and they.
Okay, so one of my vision points and for change we money. We money so old. Then we make our lawyer, them is so small. First election, even when we join, early part 2010-11, by its election, nobody knew about it because just they go normally, then go nominate this person, they nominate so that other person, one person say, no, me and they sit down, let this person some president. So there was no hue and cry. It was simple. But that time the bar being small. So we come out college then 10 now be we 18 we come off Fube college. Then 10 nowadays 300 plus. So the dynamics don't change. Right? Then the number being so small that no me need so the association say, oh, sit down. The most senior now they appoint say be commissioner for a quick bar. But now it doesn't work like that. 2,000 people there. It means you get for plan well for that election day. Not too small election again. First thing, be less than 100 people in the vote. We do election by hand. We who comes quick, who don't. Nah, this is our president who don't vote, who don't clap.
So this particular one, who that gets for conduct the election?
So the law still saying that the most senior person will sit down. But again, I did say, why make we need for change? We amend and revise we money. Now that they work because. If we go into election, we don't even know that most senior person we get for attend. Now only we reach now watch. We don't know the most senior person, the person puts on here.
Right,
Can't so elect. So sometimes you don't even get the mentally not being prepared for run for 1,000 plus votes.
Okay.
And the last one we'll begin see, the last contested one, we've been counting nearly 5 o'clock in the morning. That's any banner we don't pass 1,000 at all. In 2016 or 17, we counted 5 o'clock. Imagine now we don't reach 2,000. So we get for change the dynamics. We get for ensure say now we introduce proper voting system and bring in really people are able to conduct elections for conduct them well. But now we still stuck with within the M&A saying that's still old fashioned. I wish the possibility they conduct the election the lock because it will take several hours to count votes.
Just in a minute, if you can, what is so special about you that now you only forget this presidency this time around? That's one. But also, what if it goes the other way? What will be your reaction?
So I think what's special about me, not trying to brag, now that I think probably all three, and I get fantastic respect for the other two candidates, but everybody will tell you, say, Marrah don't work for this association.
The others, they're not work it for the association?
They not don't work as much than one, but also Marrah go able give the association that independence we will need now, that neutrality we crave now, and able unify we, because the factions and then they come up small. And if we not nip them in the board now, it go faster, and when it faster, the association go be, when they talk about election now, they will say green candidates, red candidates, and so you go there now. And that's dangerous for a pressure group, right? And also for answer you, I've been on the work with the association before I run for presidency. So I'm hoping that I win, and the numbers, the polls, the perceptions around are the popular candidates, right? But if unfortunately I don't win, I would continue to work, and I go work with anybody where the association pick my own commitments than they to the association, regardless of how this go.
Okay, Tem don't bet we Baba one inside the program. Quick message to listeners. Quick one.
I think my quick message now that every generation gets a responsibility for define how they want for go and who that they want for lead them. And at this point in time, the Bar Association and we young generation, especially as young people, we need for be intentional about ensuring that we build the association from the ashes, from the ineffectiveness. And we can only do that when we reclaim we respect, we independence, we nobility, with an independent leader, somebody we don't prove in metal across the years, and somebody we ready and determined for ensuring the association playing a role as a trusted pressure group and nothing else.
Plenty thank you to you, Ejekitem, for joining me inside the studio. In name, now Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah, we now one party presidential candidate for the Sierra Leone Bar Association election will go take place inside May. And Seth now the only man candidate inside this particular election where they come. And Seth today inside the program, the Republic of Sierra Leone Armed Forces don't promote 33 senior officers them from rank of Colonel, Lieutenant Colonel to Colonel. The program now we on Salon and the country from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM.
Well, now the program will left you for today. Plenty thank you to you listen to we, and special thank you to we studio guest. We now lawyer Augustine Sorie-Sengbe Marrah, we the contest for be president for the Salon Bar Association. We on Salon they meet you from Riseradiosl 96.3 FM with support from Africell. Plenty thank you to you. Send you message for you watch we on Facebook, and also for you follow we on the internet at www.riseradiosl.sl. And for send special thank you to we reporter that will make the news reach you today. We executive producer Nabi Marama, producer Masa Nyanga, Basil Keta, able give you technical sounds them, and Jonah Gaya and in team make you see we live now Facebook page. We will bring the program to you this evening. My name is Musa Baisise.
And me name Masa Nyanga, and tomorrow will come with another edition of the program. We on Salon. We say have a lovely night and listen to we news at 8 o'clock. And congratulations once more to all we staffs them with the graduates inside this week. Like we say, we get Rosalind tomorrow, we get Matilda, we get Musa Ba and Seth Moses. They all go graduates this week. Congratulations once more on behalf of Rise Radio management and staff.
Now continue for Rise.
Exactly.